Ahead of course, the first Grand Slam of the year next week, starting at Melbourne Park, of course, on Monday.
Time.
Naomi, are you using the pitch? No?
It's a beautiful warm morning, and plenty of people out in their shorts and their t-shirts enjoying, for those lucky enough to maybe have a day off work, or in the corporate boxes as well, plenty of workers having a day off and a day out at the tennis here in Hobart. And why not? School holidays down here, so still in Tasmania for another 3 weeks. So we should hopefully see plenty of kids out here to see some of the world's great ladies tennis players, as Jarmila Wolfe makes her way out onto court, and she'll open proceedings against a Japanese opponent this morning, Naomi Osaka.
Jarmila Wolfe to serve. Ready? Play. Left for service. Love 15.
Lovely forehand down the line from Jarmila Wolfe, and Osaka, a tall player from Japan, 180 centimetres, and weighing 69 kilograms, and a very powerful right-handed two-hand backhand player. 15 all.
Fifteen, 13.
Good serve there from Jarmila Wolfe. It's back to 30 all. 28 years of age now, Jarmila. First came out to Australia as a 14-year-old. Her first trip to the Australian Open, and now lives and trains on the Gold Coast during the off-season, and granted an Australian citizenship back in 2009.
Yes.
Again, forehand there from Wolfe, a little bit off in the early stages, halfway up there on the net, so it's back to juice. A good start by Osaka.
Advantage Wolfe. Yes.
Osaka fighting hard here in this opening game. It's been a scratchy start from Jarmila, and we're back to juice again. Excellent first serve. Return
Advantage
from
Wolfe.
Osaka. Unable to control it as she was stretched out wide. So advantage Wolfe. Opening game, first set.
Yes.
Lovely return on that occasion from Osaka, and the crowd appreciating it too.
Advantage Osaka.
Picked up that first serve very quickly and drove it down the line, giving Wolfe no chance. Break point.
Yes.
Osaka just looking there. It was very tight, that first serve, but all clear. We're back to juice.
Advantage Wolfe.
Excellent second serve. That time from Jarmila Wolfe sets up another game point for her.
Game Wolfe.
So that was a struggle, but Jarmila Wolfe comes through, holds on to her service in the opening game here. Women's singles first round, day 2 of action at the beautiful Domain Tennis Centre in Hobart. Crowd starting to roll in, plenty of locals and a lot of visitors here as well, which is fantastic, and why not? It's middle of summer down here in Tasmania, and beautiful place to come for a holiday. Hobart, a population of around 200,000, the capital city, and 23 years
Naomi
now.
Osaka to
The
serve.
Hobart International has been going, and certainly going from strength to strength, and it's now the qualifier from Japan, Naomi Osaka, to serve. And good return right on the line. It was a very strong serve there from Osaka. As I mentioned, 180 centimetres from Japan.
Love
So,
13.
little opening here for Wolfe. Osaka. Two very powerful first serves. Excellent pace. But Wolfe, so far, it's love 30, doing well.
$15-13.
Yeah, good first serve. So I think that's going to be vital for Osaka in this match. Wolfe currently 105 in the world. Opportunity there for Wolfe, goes begging. It's a short return from Osaka, but Wolfe forehand into the net, 30-all. Again,
40-13.
Wolfe had a good look there at a second serve, but well long, and sets up a game point here for Naomi Osaka, 40-30. Oh, and a little let call there for Osaka, so she holds. 1-1 in the opening set.
One game on.
Certainly, I think out of the players we've seen today so far in opening round action, Naomi Osaka, I think clearly has the most powerful serve that we've seen, and it's going to be vital for her to keep that first serve percentage up. Well played, Wolfe. Wrong footing Osaka on that occasion, and
15 love.
nice, easy backhand across court. And just loving Jarmila Wolfe's attitude. She's full of smiles here again on the court this morning. Very popular player here in Australia. Great to see her back. But an excellent serve. Ace out wide to the backhand of Osaka. So 30 love, 1-1. So again, forehand long. So Wolfe just having a few problems with her forehand in particular in the opening 3 games here in the first set. 30-15, so Wolfe looking to hold. And a very easy shot there, so well played from Osaka, who's come out very positively here.
30-all.
Had a breakpoint opportunity in Jarmila Wolfe's first game, and once again, a chance for her here. 30-all. An excellent first serve down the line from Jarmila Wolfe. That's what the doctor ordered for her. Just wide down the line, so second service game for Wolfe, and deuce again, so just a few battles, just talking to herself on court, trying to refocus. So early days in this first round women's singles match. It's very, very tight.
Let's for service.
Backhand volley there, goes long, so
Advantage Osaka.
it's a break point again for Osaka. Had one in the opening service game, and another chance here to break and get the early advantage here.
Yes.
Well, great response from Jarmila Wolfe. Ace out wide, and she gets it back to juice. So excellent fighting qualities from the Australian. And well long, so good
Advantage Wolfe.
top spin second serve there from Wolfe.
Game.
And finishes it with another ace down the middle. So again, a struggle for Jarmila Wolfe, but she holds and leads 2-1 in the opening set here on centre court at the Domain Tennis Centre in Hobart. Great to have your company wherever you might be listening and watching us around the world. We're down here in beautiful Hobart, Tasmania. The Hobart International, as we said, it's 23rd year. We've had some fantastic champions in the past. Of course, Kim Clijsters back in 2000. Jarmila Wolfe is in action now. Of course, she won here in 2011, beating Bethany Maddox-Sands, who we'll also see a little bit later on today against Eugenie Bouchard, and last year's champion Heather Watson as well in action tonight. Play underway on the outside courts, and on Mona Bartel has got the early break over Masaki Doi of Japan, and leads 2-1 in the opening set. And out on the other court, it's now Habino of Japan. She's also got the early break over the lucky loser, Pauline Parmentier of France, and leads 2-love.
Take a seat, please, behind the court. Thank you. Love.
So lucky let cord there for Jarmila Wolfe, but she's certainly trying to force the pace, particularly on the second serve of Osaka. 15-all. And it's a real weapon for Osaka, that first serve. A lot of power in it. So back to 30-all. It's in the opening game as well. So the 18-year-old from Osaka in Japan. Qualify here in Hobart.
Let for service.
So into the net. Look at a second serve here for Wolfe. And excellent forehand. Came in early, met it on the rise, and Osaka not able to control that return, and well long. So break point opportunity for Wolfe. Yeah, wonderful point. It was a great first serve from Osaka, but the Australian just starting to find her range now. Excellent shots there, and great winner. And she gets the early break here. Jarmila Wolfe, the Australian, wildcard entry to the Hobart International, and she's out now to a 3-1 lead in the opening set. Day 2, the Hobart International at the Domain Tennis Centre. And a great shot again. So confidence really starting to build from Jarmila Wolfe. She's getting there to mid-court on that occasion, getting into great position early. And as I said a moment ago, just really starting to find her range. Serving from the southern end here at the Domain Tennis Centre, and we saw a few players yesterday. Certainly towards the middle stages of the day and late afternoon. A few issues with the wind and the sun. Well,
30-15.
Jarmila Wolfe had the easiest put away you could possibly imagine, and rather than smashing it, was just very gently getting it over the net, and it's gone wide. So she'll be filthy with herself there. It was a very easy point to go 40 love, but it's back to 30-15.
40-15.
Good response, but she stood there for a moment in almost disbelief. Jarmila Wolfe couldn't quite believe what she'd done on that previous point. Osaka not happy with that service call, but certainly appeared from our vantage point to catch the outside of the line. 40-15. Excellent return from Osaka, but straight to the forehand of Jarmila Wolfe, who fires the forehand down the line. So she's on a good roll here. 4-1 in the opening set. And she's had a tremendous start to 2016. Jarmila Wolfe was out to had a great game against Serena Williams at the Hopman Cup in Perth last week. Took the opening set before Williams was forced to retire. And just seeing the trainer coming out here to Naomi Osaka, as we see beautiful conditions here, looking out towards Sandy Bay, just on the southern end of Hobart. Yesterday and on the weekend, you see plenty of yachts out on the bay, and it's a beautiful sight. It's a wonderful waterfront here in Hobart, very popular. The world famous Sydney to Hobart yacht race, of course, finishes there on your screen. You can see in front of you where the boats cross the line, and you can see the flag flying there. It's a little bit breezy this morning, but beautiful conditions, and there is a chance of a late shower expected, but let's hope that doesn't happen and we get through today's play. And of course tonight we've got Heather Watson in action, and a doubles match to follow that as well this evening on day 2 of the main draw action here. Qualifiers are all over, and round 1 action continues now with Naomi Osaka to serve at 1-4 in the first set.
Love.
So good first serve again from Osaka. It's going to be crucial for her. She must hold here to stay in this set. Excellent forehand, a nod of appreciation there by Wolfe. So good shot, and it was. So just what Osaka would have wanted. Nice, easy service game so far. 40 love. And it goes wide. So Wolfe looking to be very aggressive there. She was well inside the baseline. Took it early, but no control. So Osaka holds. And Wolfe now to serve 4-2. The other matches on the outside court. It's been a good start from the number 9 seed, Mona Bartel, the 2012 champion. She's 4-1 up against Doi in the opening set, and Hibino of Japan leading Parmentier 3 love.
15 love.
And an easy put away for the Australian.
30 love.
Good serve. The scratchy start, been very impressive in her last 2 service games as the Australian.
Light for service.
long, that second serve.
15.
Let's see, Jarmila Wolfe. Beautiful smile. She's so happy to be back on the circuit, playing great tennis. Really starting to force the pace here.
40-15.
Jarmila Wolfe, and a couple of game points here for 5-2.
Game.
Excellent game from the Australian, and she extends her lead now to 5-2 in the opening set.
Wolfe leads 5-2.
Terrific service game, and on track the Australian for the first set.
Love. Love.
Just wide from Wolfe.
40 love.
180 centimetres, the young Japanese player, just 18 years of age.
Game Osaka.
Again, just wide, so an easy game there. And a hold for Naomi Osaka, who, funnily enough, also resides in Osaka in Japan, the 18-year-old. So she's come through 3 matches in qualifying, so certainly in good form. And she had to hold there. But Jarmila Wolfe now serving for the opening set here at the Domain Tennis Centre court.
Love 15. Love 30.
Great response here from Osaka. Love 30. So, wonderful opportunity for the young Japanese player. Wide, so
Love 40.
Sets up 3 break points here for the young qualifier from Japan. 5-3, Love 40. Good serve there from Wolfe. So 1 break point saved.
15-14.
And excellent response from Jarmila Wolfe. So 2 break points saved.
14.
Still an opportunity here for Osaka to break back and get back on serve. And it's a double. So Naomi Osaka, the 18-year-old from Japan, breaks back. So we're back on serve here at the Domain Tennis Centre in Hobart, with Jarmila Wolfe leading 5 games to 4. Now on the outside courts, it's been a terrific start from the number 9 seed Mona Bartel of Germany. She's leading 5-3 against Masaki Doi of Japan, and fellow Japanese playing out on the outside courts as well. Habino leading 4 games to 1 and serving against Parmentier, the lucky loser from France. It's centre court action here on day 2 of the Hobart International. It's a big week of tennis. Beautiful setting here in Hobart, and good crowd already. Certainly look well ahead of yesterday's attendance, and why not? We've got a great schedule of matches here on centre court in particular today. Dominika Sibylkova, Eugenie Bouchard in action as well, and of course the defending champion Heather Watson coming off some great form at the Hopman Cup in Perth last week. She'll be in action this evening as well.
Love.
So Wolfe just gone off the boil here a little bit. Was very impressive in that middle stages of the opening set, but Osaka doing very well here, right back in the match. And a great shot there from Osaka, cross court winner, sets up 40 love, and things really starting to tighten up.
$40-15. Game Osaka.
And there's that big serve of Osaka. Ace for her, and it takes it to 5-all here in the opening set. So a great fight back from the 18-year-old. As I mentioned, been in fine form throughout the course of the last few days here in Hobart, coming through qualifying and taking it up to the world number 105.
$15.
It's long and wide. 15-all. A great fight back from Osaka. It's down a break. Broke Jarmila Wolfe's previous service game, and it's 15-all here as well. So a little window of opportunity for the Japanese player. excellent first serve from Jarmila Wolfe on that occasion. And the crowd getting behind her. Popular Australian champion here, of course, in 2011, where she defeated Bethany Maddox-Sands, who we'll see in action a little bit later today against Eugenie Bouchard. Should be a great match.
Out. 30-all.
And overall there by the chair umpire, but looked clearly wide. So we're back to 30-all here. So Osaka, and she'd dearly love a break here and be able to serve for the opening set. 30-all.
40-13.
A good serve out wide. Good response from Wolfe.
Game.
And great couple of points there from the Australian. So she holds on. It was a struggle. So she's out to a 6-5 lead here in the opening set. And we'll just keep an eye on Osaka. We've seen her out with the trainer already earlier in the set. She seems to be moving freely. So we certainly hope that everything is okay for her.
Time. Left. 30 left.
It's going to travel long, so seemingly headed for a tiebreak here in the opening set. Osaka, 40 love. That breeze just picking up a little bit. As I mentioned, a chance of a shower a little bit later today here in Hobart, but hopefully we'll get through. And chair umpire just calling that a fault. And that's long, so tie-break here in the opening set.
6 games all tie-break.
A very impressive first serve has Osaka at 180 centimetres. He gets that ball up high.
1-0. Wolfe. One all.
So 1-all.
to 1 Osaka.
well along. And Wolfe just into a coaching staff there. Just hearing the effects mic there, saying thank you to the ball boy. You don't see or hear that a lot, but she's a very popular person on the tour, Jarmila Wolfe, and great to see her fit and healthy. And happy. Happily married. Oh, just wide. Oh, great effort from Osaka. It's just wide. And
2-all.
would have been a little mini break there. So we're 2-all. Early stages of the tie break here in the opening set. Big first serve from the Australian. And that'll give her a bit of confidence.
3-2, Wolfe.
3-2. Mona Bartel has taken the opening set against Doi 6-4. The number 9 seed.
Three-all.
So again, only halfway up the net there. So Wolfe has had issues with that forehand. So 3-all at the changeover. So as we mentioned, Mona Bartel winning the opening set 6-4. It's on serve early stages of the second. And Parmentier, the lucky loser from France, fighting back against Hibino from Japan. Hibino leading 4-3. And 30-all on her serve. We'll keep you up to date with all the action going on the outside courts. First round ladies action. For now, we're concentrating on the tiebreak between Osaka and Wolfe. It sails long, so
4-3, Wolfe.
Jarmila Wolfe gets that little advantage now. The ball on her racket for the next couple of points. 4-3. And it sails long. So the crowd just finding their voice.
5-3, Wolfe.
So 5-3 now, just a couple of points away for Jarmila Wolfe. And into the net, so sets up 3 set points for the Australian. Osaka to serve at 3-6. One saved.
6-4, Wolfe.
Excellent backhand down the line from Osaka.
I saw it in as well. 6-5, Wolfe.
So she holds her 2 service points. So back to Jarmila Wolfe to serve for the opening set, 6-5. Yeah, fantastic return to serve from Osaka. So as we saw in the opening set, she's fought back very hard and she's saved 3 set points She's got it back to 6-all, so impressive stuff from the young Japanese player, 18 years of age. So the pressure back on the Australian. 6-all, 1 serve left. Wide from Osaka, so
7-6, Wolfe.
it's another set point opportunity here for Jarmila Wolfe. Set point number 4. Osaka to serve at 6-7. Great shot from Wolfe. Osaka not happy with the call. But it was a tough opening set, but the Australian prevails. 8 points to 6 in the tiebreak to take the first set, 7-6.
I didn't hear you really. What did you say?
A good crowd filing in here to the Domain Tennis Centre. Beautiful morning in Hobart. Expecting a maximum today. 25 degrees, and as we approach midday, we're well and truly on the way. Just a little bit of cloud cover at the moment, but no threat of rain, and hopefully that will continue. But good opening set there from Wolfe. It was 5 aces in that first set. Osaka just the 1, which is a bit surprising with the big serve from the Japanese. Jarmila Wolfe a couple of double faults. But it was tough, but prevailing in the first set, 7-6.
Thank you. You are seven.
Fine. Second set. Osaka to serve.
Wonderful forehand down the line from Jarmila Wolfe to get the opening point of the set. But it's great to welcome to the microphone and back down to Tasmania again. He's had a big week, not much sleep last night. Welcome to Hobart, Brett Phillips.
Thank you, Rick. Good to be here. It's a week's tennis up there in Brisbane. It's nice to be back here in Hobart. Great commentary position.
Yes, a beautiful location, isn't it? But geez, some wonderful tennis there in Brisbane, of course. Victoria Azarenka prevailing, and of course a great result last night for Canada.
Yeah, big Milos certainly stood up last night against Roger Federer. I think he had a 41-3 record against players born in the 1990s. So all the young pups trying to upstage Roger. One finally prevailed last night.
Jarmila Wolfe, she's had a good start to 2016. Some good positive form there at the Hopman Cup. Of course, winning the opening set against Serena before Serena had to withdraw. But she'd be really pleased to be back on court and looking pretty good.
Oh, she's always been such a great ball striker, Yaka. I mean, been as high as 25 in the world and has had a few setbacks on and off the court the last few years. But you're right, just hopefully she can stay fit and healthy.
And the tournament here, Brett, it's really grown in stature, hasn't it? And the class of the athletes that we see down here, it's a magnificent vantage point, but certainly vital lead-in event for the Australian Open.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
30-40.
The players all do it a little bit differently in terms of their preparation, but she could field. A great day schedule-wise with Eugenie Bouchard here and Dominika Cibulkova, runner-up at the Australian Open a couple of years ago. Bouchard really trying to use this week to get a bit of confidence heading into a Grand Slam. It just all went a little bit pear-shaped for her in 2015.
Oh, beautifully read from Jarmila Wolfe. And she gets a break in the opening game of the second set.
First game, second set.
Well, that's what she can do. Yaka, she's just a natural ball striker. And there's times when you probably love to see her just take a little step back and just get that first ball back into play, but she plays on instinct. Loves to try and go for that winner very early. Can be a bit hit and miss, and that's why her ranking has probably fluctuated over the years, been as high as 25. Right now, so close to that cut-off for direct entry into the Australian Open, and there's a couple of wild cards still to be given out, so whether she gets one of those, we'll have to wait and see. And good performance here in Hobart this week will certainly help that cause.
Yes, you're right, Brett. Of course, has reached the fourth round previously at the French Open and Wimbledon back in 2010 as well, and a couple of career titles. So a long way to go, but it's been very good signs early in the new year.
I think we always love a good qualifying story. Just being up in Brisbane for the week, watched young Samantha Crawford come through qualies and have a great run. Took a couple of good scalps in Belinda Bencic and Andrea Petkovic. We saw it last year here in Hobart. Madison Brengle coming through qualifying.
Good positive tennis from the Australian. Yes, Madison Brengle had a great 2015 too. Got up as high as 35 in the world and sitting at 40 currently. So these tournaments can really have a big impact on players, can't they?
Well, I can't say I've seen Osaka play, but she hits a mean ball. Just 18. It's come through some tough qualifying matches.
Wolf's ground strokes really starting to get some consistency after some few nerves early, but the cobwebs being shaken. 40-15.
Game.
And finishes it with an ace. The Australian.
Wolfe leads 2 games.
2-love up in the second set and maintaining that break. So good signs. But yeah, you're right, Brett. Osaka, 180 centimetres. We don't see a lot of tall Japanese players, but she's got height on her side and certainly a great first serve. Unfortunately, her first serve percentage quite low at the moment and really needs to get that going.
15-love.
And there's the classic example of Yaga. Not trying to just put the ball back into play, but trying to go for a winner. So doesn't always play the percentages. When it comes off, it's fantastic. She can just keep it at the tram lines. She should be able to probably run away and win this match.
Well, not quite sure what Jarmila Wolfe was thinking there. It was a bit of a miss hit, and I think she thought that was going to sail long, but it's finished about 2 foot in. Staggering.
Well, that was extraordinary. Great serve.
40 love.
Yes, we saw Wolfe miss an overhead smash at the net early in the opening set, and an extraordinary miss.
Game, Osaka.
Just wide, so Osaka holds serve, but still down
New
a break
balls,
here
please.
in the opening set. Just out on the outside
Wolfe
courts.
leads 2 games to
2
1.
all in the second set. Mona Bartel taking on Masaki Doi of Japan after Bartel won the opening set 6-4, and things really tightening up on the other court. The lucky loser from France in Pauline Parmentier, and now Garbine now locked at 5 all in the first set.
And good match to follow. Joanna Konta, who's been one of the really good stories of 2015 from Great Britain, originally born in Sydney and now, of course, a British resident. Went from 150 to 47 in the world, and that was really on the back of a little purple patch in the second half of the year up against Dominika Cibulkova, who had a surprise loss. Saw that match up in Brisbane. Lost to Roberta Vinci 6-1, 6-1. Didn't see that coming. She lost, won a really tight 3-setter. Dominika in the first round against Janina Vigmeyer. One of the hardest workers, really fascinating to watch her go about her business. Puts in multiple sessions. Just a very, very happy girl, energetic. That reflects in her tennis.
We're starting to see
It was surprising. She lost 1-1, but obviously keen to have a really good week here.
We're starting to see a real rise in British tennis, aren't we? There's a few names now starting to rise in the rankings, and fairly well represented here this week as well. Heather Watson, of course, last year's champion.
30 love.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Heather Watson play tonight. That match she played against Daria Gavrilova at the Hopman Cup. From the Heather Watson I saw here win the title. Gee, she looks fitter, stronger. She's got Judy Murray now guiding her fortunes.
A nice easy forehand there for Wolfe, so good service game so far. Yeah, talk about Daria Gavrilova. I know here in Tasmania, for our Tasmanian viewers, she won the Launceston International last year, and now she's up to 36 in the world. Great talent.
Game, Wolfe.
Excellent hole from the Australian.
Wolfe leads 3 games to 1.
3 games to 1 lead here in the second set, looking to get through to the second round, and if she can get through today, she'll be looking at possibly taking on Mona Bartel in the second round.
15 love.
That's the key here for Yaka. If she can just keep it in the tram lines, the speed of her strokes gets that first strike really deep into the court. Very tough to get back.
Just a bit cramped there, Osaka, and poor forehand there into the net. So a little window of opportunity for Wolfe.
30 all.
Well, there we see the 180 centimetre advantage. Naomi Osaka, terrific first serve. 30 all.
40-13.
Packs a punch.
Well, in women's tennis, it's huge. If you can have a decent serve, the lady at the top of the game has proved that for a long time. Get some free points. Certainly helps the cause.
Great forehand. And we're at juice here, so
Yes.
Osaka dearly love to get another couple of big first serves in.
Advantage Wolfe.
Good first strike there from Osaka. Came back very aggressively. Chance here for 4-1.
Yes.
Great response from the 18-year-old Japanese player. 3 aces in this game. Nothing like a free point. Well, that was extraordinary. She just waited and waited, didn't she? Osaka just, in the end, didn't have herself in good position at all for that forehand, and made a real meal of it.
She's had too long to think about it. See the radar gun on that serve. That is packing a mean punch right now. Shouldn't get that first serve percentage up. Well played.
Yes.
Yes, I look at that serve of Naomi Osaka, and gosh, it'd be right up there among the women players on the tour. That. The journey really only just beginning, and good signs. Come through 3 qualifiers, not easy.
Advantage Osaka.
We've certainly been used to Osaka's game style for a long time. It's all out aggression.
Great
Game
shots.
Osaka.
So Osaka hanging in there, still down a
Wolfe
break.
leads 3 games.
That's all you can
to
do
2.
in this situation is take it one game at a time and make sure you just keep yourself in the match. And at the moment she is surprisingly, looking at the statistics, Jarmila Wolfe 6 aces, Osaka 4-3, which were in that previous games. Just unfortunately, I think for Osaka, hasn't been able to take advantage of that great first serve that she has got. But that'll come with time and experience. Only 18 years of age, of course.
Right, I mean, that first serve percentage, just so important. And sometimes, you need to take the pace off the serve a little bit just to hit your spots and get into dangerous areas. And, I watched just on the men's side, Rick, the last couple of days, Milos Raonic, who we always associate with that big serve at 230 plus. You watch him against Raonic, Tomic in the semi-finals. He's got that slider going out wide at 150. The big kick serve out to the backhand side, and the ad court that's around that sort of 150, 160k. That's tricky to get back. I thought that's one aspect he can take forward with him. So it's all about having that variety.
Love 15.
Absolutely. Approaching 21 degrees. You can see on your screen there the weather conditions, southeasterly winds, just fairly light at the moment. But, heading for a beautiful 25 degrees here in beautiful Hobart.
Love 30.
Pushed it just wide, so love 30. Opportunity here for Osaka, perhaps.
Oh, it's a great shot. Only firepower.
15-13.
The scoreboard there just off camera, just now it's updated, so 15-30. So, opportunity here for the Japanese player. She's hanging in well. Similar position in the opening set. Wolfe had a good lead again here in the second, but Osaka fighting back.
Game Osaka.
Well, just like that, we're back at 3-all, Brett. Good effort from the Japanese player.
That's a great effort. I mean, she's a good ball striker, one who's been rising up the rankings in the last 4 years. That's always a good sign. Every year just getting a little bit better.
Beautiful backhand down the line from Wolfe.
Love 15.
Go back to that 2011 year when she was as high as 25, a great run at the French and Wimbledon. Yeah, because she was playing some great tennis, aggressive
15.
tennis.
Of course, one down here that year as well, defeating Bethany Maddox-Sands in the
Absolutely.
final. And that should be a great game today too. Maddox-Sands against Eugenie Bouchard will be a real highlight. Beautiful point. Stretching Osaka to the backhand of the forehand and putting away a very nice volley.
Which certainly makes her one of the really good players to watch. Jarmila, when it's on, it's breathtaking tennis. Certainly the right call.
Yeah, it was. 30-all.
Well, horrible timing there for Osaka to produce a double fault. It's a big first serve once again. It was long. Break point opportunity for Jarmila Wolfe.
Yes.
Always a wave of emotions, isn't there, when Wolfe's in action?
Yeah, I mean, look, you'd just love to see her just build the point a little bit slower, but it's just not in her DNA, Yaka. She's going to go for everything.
Advantage Osaka.
Excellent first serve, but unfortunately we haven't seen enough of that from Osaka today.
So valuable, that serve, isn't it? That slider out wide, if you hit your spot, unplayable.
Game Osaka.
One of the biggest serves of the day, that one from Osaka, and a couple of great serves
Osaka
to
leads
finish off.
4-3.
So she holds serve, and for the first time in the second set, she's in front on serve, 4-3.
Of course, the fascinating stat, Rick, with this tournament is that no player has ever won it twice. Heather Watson back here as the defending champion. He plays tonight, of course, headlining the night session.
Yes, she's been in good form and quite impressive at the Hopman Cup.
She just looks physically
Yeah.
in better shape, to be honest. And you've got to be in good condition, whether it's the men's or the women's side. I mean, the physical side has just gone up enormously. And Heather, I thought, played a great game against Gavrilova, who is just an outstanding competitor. With every point for Dash's life and death out there. And Heather really stood up. Even though technically an exhibition, it was played like a Grand Slam match. Grand Slam type crowd over there in Perth.
Yeah, tremendous crowds, wasn't it? Great atmosphere. It's an amazing summer of tennis that we have in Australia, isn't it? Sort of leading up to and culminating in the Australian Open beginning, of course, next Monday. But, of course, you've been up in Brisbane and it's just a wonderful event. You can have a look at the quality of players now that come for that every year. It's outstanding. Strong hands from Wolfe.
15 all.
To 15 all, so big service game here for the Australian. Must hold.
$30-15.
Certainly the women's game is very open right now. I mean, there's got to be some uncertainty with Serena, just with her fitness, and as we know, she either wins the title in Melbourne or she can get bundled out early.
You're right, Brett, with some great opportunities with Bouchard, of course, as high as number 5 in the world back in 2014. Could this be a good year for her? And also, it's terrific to see Sipilkova back as well. So, of course, up as high as number 10 in the Australian Open finalist in 2014. So, and Sloane Stephens, unfortunately, the number 1 seed here, having to pull out with a viral illness. We certainly wish her well and hope that she can recover.
Yeah,
ready for
great
next
win
week.
for her in Auckland in the build-up. That great Australian Open run 3 years ago, making the semis.
15 left.
So we're at 4 all here now in the second set. So very tight affair. Come back from Osaka. Wolfe leading 3-1. 4 all. Osaka serving 15 love. Easy pickings there. Short second serve, and Wolfe able to produce a good backhand down the line for a winner. 15 all.
Left for service. $30-15.
It's certainly a go-to serve, that slider out wide in the juice court.
40-15. Was inside the court. Inside, like this.
Yep, no problems there. That pretty clear. Might have just been too quick for Jarmila.
Game Osaka.
So Osaka holds serve and moves to a 5-4 lead here in the
Osaka
second
leads
set.
5-4.
The outside courts now Habino, the Japanese player, has
requested to
taken
see
the
the
first set against Parmentier of France 7 games to 6. And we'll keep our eye on Mona Bartel, the number 9 seed, in action against Masaki Doi, currently leading 6-4, 5-3. It's juice on Doi's serve in the second set.
Time.
Lady? Sorry, but you have to go out. Sorry.
Well played.
15 love.
But always love seeing players come to the net. We don't see a lot of that anymore. We see so many baseline rallies, but if you can mix your game up like that, you put some doubt into your opponent's mind.
Yeah, no doubt.
Again, good point from the Australian. 30 love. Serving to stay here in the second set.
love.
Wild forehand there.
15.
As you said, we've come to expect a bit of everything.
Yeah, it's the margins when you play so close to the lines.
Game.
And an ace down the middle. And Jarmila Wolfe holds serve. 5-all in the second set.
Well, certainly we thought early, jumped out of that 5-2 lead in the opening set. We thought the more experienced opponent was going to produce a fairly comfortable first round. But, well, Osaka's, she's proven in qualifying a good competitor. That's what you've got to have if you're a competitor. We're seeing it with Gavrilova, a few of the young girls coming through.
Love 15.
Particularly early in the season as well, the top players a little bit more susceptible as they come back to competitive tennis. And as you mentioned, Brett, she's had plenty of tennis already in a few days here in Hobart.
15.
You see, beautiful first serve that Naomi Osaka has. And certainly starting to find a range more as the match goes on.
Gee, dare I say it, Rick, that is Serena Williams-like. That serve.
Yes, I agree, Brett.
15, 13.
Seen a serve like that in women's tennis for a while, so definitely up there.
Yeah, not the right shot to come in behind there. Easy half tracker for Janka to guide up the line.
Almost looked premeditated that she was going to come in no matter what there. But costly, 2 break points.
But
again,
it's the go-to serve.
Yeah, sometimes that can make the difference, doesn't it? It's decisions on crucial points at crucial stages. Still break point.
Yes.
I'd had a look, just not going over the net for Wolfe. So Osaka, she's done all match, fighting hard, back to juice.
Yeah, she's played that shot so well. But just getting that first ball back deep really set it up.
Yes.
And again, the 18-year-old from her namesake Osaka in Japan, fighting hard and getting a big serve in just when it mattered. And again, and almost laconically, Williams-like, should I say, turning around and just grabbing the ball, getting on with it.
Be on your toes if you're the lines people.
Yes.
Great shot.
Well, both wings on display for Yaka. They are the little margins she plays with. Comes off, it's exceptional.
It's wide.
Advantage.
It's another opportunity for the Australian.
Yes.
Right on the line. So back to juice again. Tight affair here. Business end of the second set. 5-all juice. Wild serve there. Well wide. Just
Advantage Osaka.
Well, she'd step well inside that baseline to try and get a good strike on that second serve. It's again not missing by much, but enough.
Yes. Advantage Osaka. Game Osaka.
Great serving.
yes.
So the slider out wide in the juice court, down the tee
Osaka
in the
leads
ad court.
6
Good
games to
variety.
5.
Courageous tennis from the Japanese player. And just updating scores on the outside court. The 2012 champion, Mona Bartel of Germany, the number 9 seed here this year. She has prevailed over Masaki Doi of Japan 6-4, 6-4. And
So she'll play the winner of this match.
she will.
Yep.
In the second round. Number 7 seed, Elise Cornet, yesterday prevailing in a tight match. She had a lot of trouble with her serve at the southern end, in particular with the sun in the afternoon, but prevailing 6-4, 7-5 over Denisa Alatova of the Czech Republic.
Time.
And Camila Giorgi, the number 2 seed this year. A very fluctuating game yesterday against Zarina Diaz of Kazakhstan, eventually prevailing 6-1 in the third set.
There was Sergio courtside.
Sergio courtside came on court as they were able to for a very forthright discussion at the end of the second set, which Giorgi lost 6-1. So whatever he said had the desired effect, but very animated. Doesn't sit still for long.
I have memories of Sergio here last year.
the shot from the Australian.
15 love.
A little bit of cloud just starting to move in Hobart. Hard to tell what the temperature's like out there. It's very pleasant and cool in the commentary box, Brett. A tough life, isn't it? Tough life here. Beautiful surroundings of Hobart.
Well, I've got to say, Rick, this is probably the best setting. A fair place to call home for a week.
Good, confident cross-court forehand from Wolfe. To 40 love, so destined again for another tie-break. And we are finishing it off with an ace. 6-all in the second set.
6 games all, tie-break.
So good start. Opening point there for Wolfe.
1-0, Wolfe.
Runner-up from last year, Madison Brengle, just taking to the court in action against another qualifier, Kiki Bertens of the Netherlands, just about to get underway. Well, completely misread that.
I really saw it good.
Certainly from here, it did look to
well, I reckon
catch the
I know,
baseline.
but I cannot call something out that I didn't see that way.
didn't
So
just
even though you didn't play the ball,
keep
I cannot
playing,
call
to
it
be
out
honest.
because of that.
I know, but this is how I saw it.
Of course, you can't challenge. So, to just play on. 1-all. Just got to put that out of her mind now. It's wide. Crowd responding as well.
2-1.
It's an important point there for Wolfe. Not letting it affect a vital stage of the match.
Wolfe.
So a little gap now. A bit of daylight. 3-1. Australian. Osaka with one serve remaining. Excellent backhand there from Osaka.
Yeah, that's good.
3-2.
Showing some real fighting qualities in this match.
Good ball striking. They're sort of using the pace of each other.
Too short the second serve, and Osaka all over it. Gets it back to 3-all. So every time Wolfe's had an advantage in this match, she's just fought really hard, Osaka, and showing some good qualities. The young 18-year-old from Japan. Right back in this set and in this match. 3-all. Just four shorts.
4-3, Wolfe.
It's a big point there for the Australian. On serve at 3-4.
All.
So just getting a little bit tangled there, Wolfe.
Wind just picking up a bit too.
Yep.
See it in gusts here.
Five, 4.
Just
Wolfe.
wide. From Osaka.
Yaka serve.
2 points away from the match. 2 serves to come for the Australian. 5-4. Just long.
5-all. Six, 5. Wolfe.
So he sets up a set point here. Continuing with the Osaka serve has certainly been difficult. Stepping well inside that baseline, looking to try and bounce on this second serve. She went for it too.
6-all.
Well, missed opportunity. Can't get any tighter than what we've got right now. Tiebreaker in the first, tiebreaker in the second. Lots of momentum shifts and fluctuations. First round women's singles here at the Hobart International. So the winner of this match take on Mona Barthel, who's got through just a short time ago.
Seven, 6, Osaka.
So now Osaka has a set point.
Very composed, the 18-year-old. Show a lot of emotion, looks relaxed.
7-all.
Good response from the Australian. It's back to 7-all. Beautiful swinging second serve from the Australian.
8-7, Wolfe.
So from set point to Osaka, now match point for the Australian. Osaka serving at 7-8. Great response under pressure.
8-all.
So great maturity to youngster from Japan, just 18 years of age.
9-8, Osaka.
Huge
Wow.
first serve.
It's unplayable. Great serve.
Back to set point now for the Japanese.
She's done
Game and second set, Osaka.
it. What a great
7
performance.
games to 6. 1-0.
Okay, to 3.
Fantastic second set. Great fight back from Naomi Osaka, the qualifier from Japan. And we're now headed to a third set. Third and deciding set here. Opening round action of the Hobart International here at the Domain Tennis Centre. And just like yesterday, the wind just picking up around the middle of the day. Approaching 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in Hobart. Good crowd, and they're being treated to a fabulous first match here on centre court. And what a great second set that was from Osaka, up to 13 aces now. So big serve, and she's just starting to really find that range and radar from about midway through the second set. Of course, at the conclusion of this match, it'll be more first round women's action, and as Brett mentioned before, Joanna Konta had a terrific 2015. She'll be up against Dominika Cibulkova of Slovakia. Great to see her down here in Hobart as well. From a top 10 player back in 2014, 4 WTA titles, and of course a finalist at the Australian Open a couple of years ago. Has also been a quarter finalist at the other 3 Grand Slams as well. So great to see Dominika Cibulkova in action. She'll be taking on Joanna Konta. Next match here on centre court, the 48th ranked player, 24-year-old from Great Britain, who made the 4th round of the US Open last year. Had a great finish to the year.
Time. Final set. Wolfe to serve. Take a seat, please, or exit quickly, please. Thank you.
Just waiting a few people in the sponsors area to take their seats. All set.
$18. $30.
Vital for Wolfe to get off to a good start here. She had a couple of match points in that second set.
$40.
Good start. 40 love.
Game.
Very impressive game from the Australian. Opening game of the final set.
First game, final set.
Now, Brett, the way Naomi Osaka served in that latter stages of that set, I think the people in the hospitality areas here in front of us, they certainly need to be focused on the game. I know they're enjoying some nice platters and some beverages down there, but they're in the firing line.
Exactly. Don't take your eyes off the action for a minute. This is sort of an unusual scoreline for a Jarmila Wolfe game, because she's got the capability of winning a set 6-1, then dropping a set 6-1. So to go to a couple of tiebreakers. Like that variety in the Osaka game. She hits with great pace, and then she can take the pace off the ball. Really good signs for an 18-year-old.
Yes, Brett, regardless of the outcome today,
Third
she's going to take an enormous amount of heart and confidence out of this tournament.
And we know in Japan how much they admire their tennis players. Just, being in Brisbane with Kei Nishikori, he's massive over there in Japan. They had Ai Sugiyama back quite a few years ago.
40 love.
Nishikori, it's a little bit Tendulkar-like. He just can't even walk down the street. That's how big he is over in Japan.
Game Osaka.
So, like Jarmila Wolfe, easy service game for Naomi Osaka, the 18-year-old, to get it to 1-1.
Let second service. Love, Eugenie.
Of course, all three courts have been used today as we work our way through first round matches here in Hobart.
So 3 Japanese players in action here.
13.
Day 2. Masaki Doi was eliminated a short time ago by Mona Bartel, but now Habino has just defeated Parmentier, the lucky loser from France, 7-6, 6-1.
Out. It's a big out. Love 14.
So Wolf just a bit frustrated with some of the calls here. Feels she's the wrong end of a couple. Love 40, 3 break points. And for broke there, Osaka just wide, not much in it. 15-40.
It's got 2 pure ball strikers here.
Game Osaka.
Well played. Oh, the 18-year-old, she gets a break here. 2 games to 1 now in this third set.
Yes, really for the first time in the match, she has got herself in front, Osaka. A very impressive performance. Certainly Jarmila would have come into this match confident, but probably at the same time not knowing too much about Osaka. And plenty of match practice already, as I mentioned earlier. Got through qualifying, 3 matches. And been very, very impressed with the youngster, 18-year-old. Very composed, and mentally seems really good, doesn't she? She's looks quite relaxed and not overawed at all by the occasion.
Absolutely, Rick. Very impressive indeed. Really aggressive at the baseline. Got that go-to serve. Slider out wide. She can go with great pace up the middle. Good all-court game. Good signs. One we certainly going to be keeping a very close eye on, regardless of what unfolds over the next 20 minutes, half an hour.
Great Great start for Kiki Bertens as well against Madison Brengels. 3-love up in the opening set.
Love. All. 30, 15.
Pardon the pun, but it's served her well all day, hasn't it? That swinging serve out wide. Just growing in confidence as the match goes on here, Osaka. A real chance. Aggression from the
30 all.
Australian.
Chance for Yaka to try and break back here. Such a confidence player. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Great response.
Yes.
Been tremendous under pressure today. She's staved off match points, set points, break points. And it caught the line, so another opportunity for the 28-year-old Australian.
Well done. Kept control, got right over the top of those balls that she was retrieving.
Yep, terrific deep forehand there from the Australians. We're not for the first time today. We're deadlocked again. 2-all.
Tough one to call, isn't it?
Very much so. Crowd being treated to a terrific tennis. Could be in for a long day and night, Brett.
Yes, it happened Monday here last year.
Love 15.
That wind just gusting up again, just behind her back here on the serve, and she served a double. They're really struggling in their service games at the moment. a triple breaker serve here. Yeah, great serve up the middle. Two punch there. That
15-13.
Forehand, when it's come off, has certainly been very, very effective indeed.
Well played by the Australian. Back to 30 all. Yes, at southern end, Brett, was certainly a lot of players had difficulty down there yesterday with the ball toss, and particularly with the sun at this time of the day.
Yep.
The wind picking up again. It's proving very challenging. Well, the miss hit is a winner, and Jarmila Wolfe frustrated, but brings up a break point for the youngster from Japan. Yeah, good serve.
Yes. Let second service.
I heard it. I clearly heard it. Thank you.
Advantage Osaka.
Well, break for
Kei
break
Nishikori.
for break here in Hobart.
It's had just about everything this match.
Osaka leads 3 games to 2.
Right, that end is the tougher end.
Certainly proved that way yesterday. We saw
Camilla Georgie last year, Rick, served 25 double faults. The majority were from that end. It was a tough day. Tough day for her. Tough day for Serge.
yes. Yes, indeed. And he doesn't sit still for very long, Serge, and doesn't like to stay in one place for too long either.
So a really hard one to call, this one.
It is.
Momentum taken away very quickly.
And tell you, the number 5 seed, Madison Brengle, she's in all sorts of trouble in her opening round match. 5-love down. And Kiki Bertens of the Netherlands serving for the opening set. So, again, another qualifier. And the Dutch girl off to an absolute flyer. And, gee, we've got a strong Japanese contingent here, Brett. Another one has just taken to the court. Karumi Nara
Take a seat, please.
against Annika Beck of Germany. That match just getting underway, opening game.
Thank you. $15-1.
Well, that shot barely making it halfway up the net from Wolfe. So, a bit of trouble now, the Australian. Down a break.
$15-all.
Probably for the first time today, Wolfe's Just dropped her head a little bit. And a wild backhand.
30-15.
So 30-15.
And that shot in particular, that hasn't quite found the radar on that today.
Good judgment from Osaka. It looked like it was going to drop in, but brings up 2 game points for a 4-2 lead here in the final set to Osaka. Brilliant serve from the 18-year-old. So she maintains that break and advantage, and out now to a 4-2 lead. So danger times for the Australian.
What a huge asset to have at such a young age, that serve.
Excellent shot from the Australian.
18 months.
Of course, for Jarmila Wolfe on screen there, one of her 2 titles here in Hobart back in 2011.
So Naomi Osaka, father from Haiti. My mother from Japan. Tennis idol growing up, Serena Williams. You can
I'll tell you what,
see that, can't you?
she's serving just like her.
Taking a lot out of her game. And very impressive. Career prize money just under 100,000. I think the old bank balance is going to rise fairly rapidly this year if today's match and her week in Hobart so far is any indication. 30 all. Another opportunity for Osaka.
(40-13).
So just long. Point here for Wolfe. Vital that she holds serve.
Yes.
Again, Osaka, just when she looks as though she's going to lose a game or a point, she just fights so hard. And it's a fine quality to have. Certainly not overawed by the occasion.
Advantage Osaka.
Wide
But she's
backhand.
missed every time. That shot. Point here for 5-2. Gets a look at a second serve.
Coming inside the baseline, Osaka.
Out. Yes.
Not much in that. So, Jarmila Wolfe hanging in.
Great hustle to get that ball back.
Advantage Osaka.
Sometimes you just got to stay alive in the point.
Nice touch from the Australian.
Yes.
Crowd really trying to lift Wolfe here. Under pressure, Juice. So really for the first time today we see Osaka just frustrated. Just walks back court, taking her time, regathering her composure. It's long.
Yes.
Great shot.
Advantage Wolfe.
Jarmila Wolfe trying to pep herself up there. And a great first serve down the middle. It was a struggle, but the Australian holds on.
Miss Osaka has requested to see her coach.
Hanging in
Osaka
there.
leads 4-3.
Still down a break. 4-3, and as we've seen with this match, Brett Phillips, we've had so many changes and ups and downs. He's certainly well and truly in this match still.
Yeah, absolutely. Good recovery in the end on serve. If you had been 5-2 down, the way Osaka's been serving in this match would have made the assignment quite difficult. So she keeps herself in contention. Good crowd continuing to file in here at the Domain Tennis Centre. Good program today. Joanna Konta and Dominika Cibulkova coming up next. And then, of course, Eugenie Bouchard up against Bettini Maddox-Sands. And the more unusual players to watch is Monica Niculescu with that forehand slice that we don't really see from any other player against Christina McHale. And, of course, Heather Watson, the defending champion, will headline the night session here tonight.
So Osaka there, just her coach there it may have been just out on the court with her having a chat.
$15.
So we understand Madison Brengle having an injury timeout on the outside court. She's lost the first set 6-love, down 1-love, and second medical timeout for the American.
30-15.
So it's a struggle for her. Meanwhile on centre court, Osaka 30-15, a couple of points away from a 5-3 lead. Again, good hustling from Osaka, but
30-all.
Jarmila Wolfe gets it back to 30-all. Big point. Great shot from Jarmila Wolfe. Really stepped in there and smashed that forehand across court for an outright winner to set up break point. Wild first serve from Osaka. So Jarmila Wolfe standing inside the baseline. And opportunity goes begging there for the Australian. Not happy with herself. But that aggressive nature she's got, Brett, it's a high-risk game at times.
Well, all her matches are a roller coaster. That's the way it's always been.
And that's what makes her entertaining to watch. But again, good response from Osaka, as she's done all day.
Well done.
That's wide.
She's a game away. Naomi Osaka, the qualifier, from getting into the second round here in
Osaka
Hobart.
leads 5 games to 3.
Wasn't a lot of meat on that second serve. You could see Jarmila was trying to pounce on it, but once they got into the rally, she was right there going toe to toe, and that's been the big feature.
Love 15.
Yes, just 3 points away from undoubtedly one of the biggest moments in this young girl's career. Great start to 2016 if she can pull this one off. Well played, but again, great court coverage from the youngster. And 18 years of age.
Well, she's got the offensive game, and she can defend as well, retrieves a lot of balls, keeps herself in the rally.
Been very impressive.
Good serve.
Double from the Australian, so Osaka just 2 points away from a place in the second round and a meeting with the number 9 seed Mona Bartel. Backhand long.
15-14.
So
here we go.
Here
2
we
match
go.
points.
Just over 2 hours of play, and after having 2 match points in the second set, Wolfe still faces a match point. 30-40, one saved by the Australian. Match point number 2 for Osaka.
Yes.
Well, it's strange.
Well, it works out okay. Yaka thought there probably should have been a call at her end.
Did look long from our end, but fortunately she played the point. Back to deuce. Well played by the Australian. Gutsy stuff.
Advantage Wolfe.
Thankfully we didn't see the match end like that.
Left for service.
tell me you didn't hear this one. Seriously, you didn't hear
To be quite clearly a let,
Do you
I
have a
thought.
what machine or you just speak?
No, I just
You
can
just
hear it.
decided when it's what?
Yeah, if I hear it, I have to call it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just decided. Thank you very much.
Went like a bullet.
Even when she's not happy, she's still polite. Advantage Wolfe still.
Yes. Advantage.
Certainly very keen to at least make Osaka serve for the match here.
Which she will. So it was a struggle. The Australian holds on.
Osaka leads 5 games to 4.
After the
So,
break.
Rick, you were giving that update on Madison Bringle a little bit earlier, just off to our right from our commentary box. Certainly a tough first set for her against Kiki Bertens, going down 6 games to love, a game apiece in the second. Which she was really the story of the tournament here last year, Madison, coming through some tough qualifying matches, beating some high-ranked opponents on her way to the final.
Yes, let's hope it's not too serious. She looks as though she's broken Bertens to make it to 1-1. Bringle is serving now. Beautiful afternoon in Hobart, and as we've said on a few occasions already, magnificent spot here up on the hill in the Domain, and been plenty happening in Hobart. We've had the Big Bash here last night, a ground record over the river at Blunston Arena, the Cadbury Marathon yesterday, the Sydney to Hobart Yacht Race, all happening in Hobart. And it's all happening for Naomi Osaka, just 1 game away from a place in the second round. But she's not there yet.
Love 15.
Can be agonising for us to watch, but if you're actually doing it in the moment, it's just not her style to put the ball back into play. So we're going to see a little bit of hit and miss. That one stays in the trim lines to good effect. Pushes her opponent behind the baseline. The back foot.
A real test here for Osaka, serving for the match.
30.
Just hearing that Madison Bringle unfortunately has retired. And that's bad news. Oh, well played from Osaka.
Well, that's all she needs. One more big first serve.
40-30.
Another match point.
Please stay quiet until the point has been finished.
Yeah, the second serve still got a little bit of work to do, so she can't give Yaka a look.
the wind working to the advantage there on that occasion. I think Osaka initially thinking
Yes.
it was going to go long, but it dropped in. So another match point saved. Juice. Oh, great return from Jarmila Wolfe, but
Advantage
equally
Osaka.
great backhand there from Osaka down the middle. And Wolfe, no chance of being able to get that ball back. Another match point.
Game, set,
And a big
Osaka.
first serve. And the return goes long.
6-7, 7-6, 6-4.
Terrific victory for the 18-year-old from Japan. 6-7, 7-6, 6-4. What a great victory that is.